Hi, everybody, and today we're going to talk about automation through VBA. And hopefully, at the end of this video, your life is a little easier. And so, the two ways we're going to do it is formatting a CSV, and we're going to talk about how to do a macro off of that, and then utilizing a survey, and then making a macro where you get the data from that survey that you create and putting it into your own database, and that will hopefully streamline things. And that's overall the goal of what we're trying to do here. And it's really just trying to make things a lot more efficient and a lot more easier for the work that you're doing. And for the business context, I think that like macros are something that really can help a business when implemented correctly, because like when you automate it, there's so much more that you can do from that time that you use to automate the work. And also going back to that last slide, it's a lot more accurate and a lot more efficient to use them, because you know exactly what you're going to get out of that subroutine. And so without further ado, let's jump into it. And so this is a CSV, and for what I use, I get from an internet website that like doesn't have a nice format to it. And so I have to use this, and every time I format it, it would take time. So I run this macro, and there it's a lot more nicer, because the other one was really ugly. And this one, it's nice because see, you have no blank spaces, and there's actually a nice slicer. So when you want to do that and enter it into another form, there you go. So that's a very simple one. And the next one's a bit more complicated. It's from a survey. And here it is. It's this one. And we're going to run the macro, and it's going to go into the next database. See, there you go. That's our data that we just entered in. And so from that, a couple of things that stand out. Certainly, you want to use the macro developer record a macro button, because to code that, it would take a lot of time probably for you. And it's a lot simpler just to record it than code it. And also for the survey macros, I think the two things that really stand out is the Control-A function, which gets all the data. When you're recording, you want to use the Control-A function to get all the data in that table and not just the entire table. You just get only the data. And the next thing is to use this function to get directly to the end of that table, to get the first blank thing to insert it, so no data is like copied over or anything like that. And certainly, hopefully these macros are good, and hopefully they make your life a little easier. So, yep. Thank you, and good luck in your macros.